We now return to Uncharted Ocean, and unfortunately this is probably the last episode of this series. I just cannot progress. So, to recap, we are trying to figure out how to get the treasure from here, right? And looking at the last video, it required like 400 plus stats in Scholars, or whatever this thing is, knowledge, to get it. And I just cannot get that much. So Don here, the B rank scholar that I got, capped out at level 20, and then I took him to the church and presumably doubled that. He's going to level 40, I guess. But it's still not enough knowledge to get him to the 400, and this is misleading too. He's plus 244, but once you actually go into, and you have to go into one of those discovery sites, it bumps it up. It's actually more like 340, something like that. Still not enough. And I've been going to ports and unlocking a lot of technology. Very expensive. Fortunately for me, there is this thing here in the walkthrough telling you the trade routes, and this one in particular down here is pretty good, actually. I haven't been following it exactly, but it starts in Gijón, Plymouth, and then you basically just loop around here, take it back to Gijón, and you get about 2 million gold or ducats or whatever we're playing with here. It's a very profitable route, and so I've been using that money to go and invest, to unlock new things, particularly the technologies that increase my knowledge attribute. I've maxed out all the ones I can find there. That's not enough. So I just can't get the new thing. And I have looked at the officer database, and right now the guy I've got is a B rank, so you think, okay, well, I got to get the A rank, right? There is only one A rank scholar, and he is in Danzig, except that he isn't. For some reason. I've actually managed to go all the way over here. St. Petersburg is not in this game for some reason, which is interesting. I've gone all the way over here to Danzig twice, and he is not there. I don't know if it's a bug. I don't know if it's a particular time of the year that he shows up. Everybody else has been there the whole time, so I just don't know. But just because I cannot get him, the only other option then is to go for the S ranks, and as we know, it's almost impossible. Like we worked on what's his face, Newton here. Like I'm not even sure I can get the other guys here, but Newton requires me to make a discovery here. And the thing that sucks about the discoveries, and it's not just for this, it's for everything, is just how much you have to bash your head against this, because it doesn't save. Once you go in and then you leave, all your progress is removed. So basically you just have to get lucky every time you go in there. And I've got the technology that has reduced the amount of points it requires every time I dig at one of those sites, but it's still not enough. I run out still very quickly, and so you have to keep going back to port, drinking so that you refresh your energy. I guess I could just take a ton of potions with me, but basically you're doing that, going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, hoping to find it. And I still probably don't even have enough to even get the treasure that he wants, because I have actually found a couple times the treasure up here, and even though this is a basic area, I still can't get it. I can't even get some of the tombstone discoveries. Each of these has like 4 to 6 different discoveries, and I still couldn't find most of them because I was underleveled. Even at 340 or something, the next one up was like 390. So I haven't been able to make any progress that way. I've been thinking, well, I need better ships to maybe travel to different seas, but that's its own can of worms, because when you go in here, I have unlocked, well, not in this town, but I have unlocked medium-level ships in a lot of places, and now in my fleet, we can actually look here. So, like, I now have, like, Caracs. The thing about these guys is that they're very difficult to make. They require different wood types than the other ships. So right now, these guys require this bunch. Elm is sort of the crossover between the small ships and the medium ships, but you can't just go buy the new woods like you can the others in the prop shop. You can only, at least as far as I've found, discover them at these locations. And so or I guess they probably dropped from combat, because I've managed to pick up several more than I've bought. But I've basically had to sit here and hammer this one to try and get Elm. These two are also locations as well. But like these ones are almost impossible to find something, just because I guess they're higher quality goods. Even though this thing says there's a 90% chance of finding the materials over here, still can't get them. So just by chance, just by grinding, like I've been grinding for a few days, just trading, building up money, buying all the new stuff, trying to get new ships. 2 days worth has got me, well, 3 days worth, I guess, technically off and on, has got me 2 ships. And as far as like firepower, they're pretty great, except that, man, I can't even get the cannons, because now I've managed to unlock 16 cannons, which is pretty good, except that I don't have the materials to make them, because those are things you can't buy in the damn shop. Again, you have to discover them. So I can't even get the cannons I need to be able to go to new areas. By the way, going in here, in the Black Sea, these ships kicked my ass. So I guess I can try going in here again, now that I've leveled up a few ships, and see if maybe I can go around. Maybe the materials I need are at the next level of ports. That was the next thing I was thinking. I have managed to build up my, my reputations quite a bit. Combat, I've been avoiding combat. I should absolutely not, because even the pirates just around the basic area that now avoid me, even those guys will drop 300 to 500 reputation points, just smashing through them. So combat is very important there. What's actually difficult is the business reputation. And since that's tied to trade, that's really terrible, because that's like 50% of the whole game is just buying and selling stuff. But the amount of reputation you get per trade is so small that it doesn't build up in any kind of important way. It's really bad. Even if you're buying the, I guess what I would call the mid-tier items, which you can tell by the 150%. Again, I was avoiding those because I was always trying to buy anything below 150, or 100, but 150 indicates basically a specialty item I've discovered, and you will almost always be able to sell these in a port, as long as it's not in the same region. So basically, like here, Bay of Biscay is a different region than here, but not shying away. Like I've managed to make a ton of money. I mean, this is 2.7 is what I currently have, but if you add everything up, I've probably got close to like 30 between all the things that I've made purchases with. So I'm now at a point where I can just come in here, I can say buy all, and it'll buy everything, and then I can be pretty much guaranteed to sell it all, which is great, which is fine. But again, it doesn't add up to enough business reputation, which is insane to me. It's crazy how hard it is to actually build this up. And in particular, it's very important for getting your recruits here, because I mean, I'm now able to get A ranks pretty consistently, which is great, but the S ranks still have like 70,000. I mean, it's such an impossible goal right now. So like even with getting Newton over here, if I wanted to get the guy that I need so that I can just make this stupid discovery, even if I could find the gem, I wouldn't have enough knowledge probably to dig it up. And even if I did, I still probably wouldn't have the reputation to get the guy. All because this one guy in Danzig is not showing up, and I don't know what to do about that. So I I'm stuck, and it's not worth trying to continue to grind and grind and grind and grind. This game isn't that fun, so that sucks. So between like what I'm assuming is some kind of bug, unless there's another Danzig on the map somewhere, or they've misplaced it and it's not actually where it says it is in this manual. The only other thing that would actually help this game a lot is if you could just buy everything you need instead of relying on the discovery mechanic to find that stuff, because that's annoying as shit. I mean, man, like, in order to progress to the next area, I need ships. I can't just get them. You know, lining up with the cannons. It's so difficult to just make a new set of cannons because you can't get bronze, which seems like it's a basic material, but it's not. It's really, really frustrating. So anyway, I guess it's just to kind of finish this off and to see what's what here, I will go into the Black Sea now, see if I can actually make it in there without dying a million times. And if not, maybe we'll go travel down the coast a little bit, see if we can open up into a new area, and just maybe they'll have new materials for me, because this area didn't. This area was the same stuff as far as that's concerned. So yeah, that's pretty much all we can do. So I'm just going to buy a bunch of that, and we're going to head off. Bordeaux will probably take me to, let's go to Porto. But yeah, it's been so frustrating every step of the way, because I've been struggling to just get the basics. You know, I've spent hours getting enough money so that I can then buy some stuff, and then I find out that it's still not enough for what I need because I don't have the materials to make the things that I want to make now that I've got the money, and then I've had to go grind for that, and it's been one setback after another, and it's not fun anymore to play this game, which sucks. And then the constant rat infestations and the damned fires. Like, god damn. There is a technology. Have I found it? Expel? Not be bothered by rats. That's in Santo Domingo. Great Cayman. Right. So now all the places I don't have unlocked are in places I cannot get to. Although I guess we could try Cairo and Alexandria. But no, there's one automatic tool use, this thing. I have no idea where the fuck this is. This actually looks more like an error, but that would help a lot. Problem, of course, being that the game would end up using all my stuff, and then I would not be paying attention to when it runs out. Let's buy all that. And then we'll just buy all. Now, the unfortunate thing with buy all is that it starts cheap. Which, you know, on the one hand is a good thing, but on the other hand, like, you miss out on the stuff that's actually going to make you any money. So it's really only useful to begin with. We'll go to Seville. But, yeah, it's just been really frustrating to play this game lately. There's the fire again. And even these little things don't really help much. I mean, you can stop here and pick them up. Okay, there's 3 bronze. I guess I do need some of that. More rat plague again. Some steel. And I guess maybe I could try doing, like, material exchange. We can have 45 elm. Let's see, what do I have a lot of? I've got a shit ton of this. But you can only exchange it for some stuff. I guess I could exchange it for bronze. Because I do need some of that. Oh, and the more it goes down, the more you exchange. So even this has limited shelf life. Oh, great. Even that's a limited use thing. Now that we're here, though, I may have access to some of the high-end... Well, nope, only 12s here. The 16, I believe, was a blueprint I unlocked or something. I don't remember how I got it to unlock. And this requires steel anyway. I should probably buy it, though, while I'm here. Because right now, my militaries... I could buy one more 12 for that. And then I could buy a bunch here, maybe. And I'm still not sure what's best here, like carronades, hit rate, firepower. So curved attack speed, 2.5. Okay, so these are faster attack speeds. Let's buy one of those. We'll buy... Okay, that requires bronze. 1, 2... I could keep buying more. Let's just play this out for a minute here. Okay, get rid of you for, let's say the grape gun. Oh, okay, well never mind. Let's actually swap that one out for a carronade. Thank you. And then we will swap that out for a 12. Swap that out for a 12. I think that might be all I've got. Okay, we'll give you a 6er. So at least a little bit more in this thing. Up to 48 cannon. Very effective now, actually, cannon-wise. If I could get these things... So, like, this adds up to, like, 28 guns. If I could get 6 28 guns in this thing, amazing. Right now, though, it's still very useful to me as a boarding ship. Okay, let's go ahead and sell. You know, I'm just gonna sell it all. I'm just gonna sell it all, and then we'll just buy all the next stuff. Take it on. Okay. Any props worth buying? Probably not. Yeah, that's pretty much all I can do here. What kind of ships do I have? Okay, I do have, and here's where I can buy galleys. Unfortunately, I don't have the woods I need. Because otherwise, galleys might be really good. I mean, they're the only ones for melee to replace the really actually crap galley battleships. These things are the one that I do have. Pretty much gets taken down all the time before it even reaches the other ships now. So I need to be more mindful of that. 24 guns. Like, why would you even want the light galleon now? As opposed to a military carrack? I guess just because it's got more health. But yeah, the military carracks. I mean, yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter anymore. Let's just move on. Get to Algiers, why not? Maybe we'll get into a couple fights and I can build up some materials. Okay, come on. Screwing around. Oak. But if the game just didn't make it so hard to play, I don't understand why it's hard to play. Because it's not an online game. I was kind of excited for this because it seemed to have enough that you know, could be like Uncharted Waters Origins. Yeah, I've mentioned in that series that I feel it would have been better as a single-player game. So, like a modern version of this, I think would be... I think it's a good idea. But just to make it so difficult to progress, especially when we're so early in the game... let's just buy what's left. It just doesn't make sense to me why it's like that. Why there would be such a barrier this early in the game, in the missions. Because if the developers wanted you to do a little grinding, do a little build-up, there are better ways to do it. One just being make that progressive to the story. You know, as you complete missions and whatnot, you get better, and then you only have to spend a little bit of time grinding to get to the next plateau, as opposed to, well, you had it easy for so long, and now it's going to be an ordeal to get there. You know, it just kills any momentum, and it's not fun. Really, we just wasted all that for red beans. All the other things I could have bought, and I wasted my cargo on red beans. Black market. Oh, god damn it. Free cash. Information about a buried treasure. 3 locations, 2 of which have treasure. 1 million. Don't buy. Taunting flag. Elm material pack. Elm material pack, thank you. For a whopping 10 elm. What do you do? Barbary pirate coat. Can I see it before I purchase it? I don't know if that's better than what I have right now. What kind of ships do they have? Just a medium galley. Figurehead. I don't care. I don't care. We're only going to go around here to see. Let's see, could I make it? I might be able to make it to Benghazi. Let's play it safe. Let's just go to Syracuse and then Athens. Well, we're getting better here with the 170 stuff. Okay, let's be a little bit more selective here. Yeah, there's nothing there. Alright. To Athens, and then to Istanbul, and then we'll enter into probably a World of Hurt, because it's actually very hard. You know what? I think I got 3 million sitting in a bank somewhere. I put a little money aside at one point, and I think I forgot to get it out. A little bit of rope. Get some Ottomans. Let's see, with the medium dhow and the armed large dhow, let's go ahead and escape if we can. We can't. Okay. Well, let's hope for the best then. Oh, what is going on here? You can see what a boon it is to actually have some melee ships. It's actually really important. Why? Why? Because he's not in that ship anymore. Right. Oh, I'm such an idiot. So, there's a really frustrating way this game has with getting your ships swapped. It does not allow you to swap ships unless your cargo is completely empty, and then you have to, just to make sure, have to get everybody out of the ship. So, come in here, deposit, and withdraw your ships and all that stuff. It doesn't let you swap. So basically you have to empty out completely before you can do a swap, and then I, naturally forget that I didn't put my people back in, and it screwed me over, and we have had a drink lately, okay. Go to the bank here for a minute. Yes, I do have 3 million in there. Okay, well that's fine, because what we can actually do here, sell all that. Buy all that. And that's not enough. I should have kept it going. Oh well. I'll just move on to Istanbul, and then I think I'll dump off a bunch of my money. Because you do lose quite a chunk once you die. Everything else is no big deal, but it hurts. Yeah, and the damn fire. Okay. Sell everything but the olive oil. I guess we're taking some of that with us. Okay. Props. Sounds all the same shit. So here's the dows. I think the dows are actually worse. Well, I mean, obviously these ones are too, but whatever upgraded things are worse. So that's just an input. So you know what, though? No, I see. Here's the problem again. It's like, you know what? I should get one of those, but then I can't because there's no goddamn materials for me to get. And I don't know if there's one in here. It does not seem to imply that, and this seems to be pretty true. You know, it's not just saying like, oh, you know, this is one of the places you can find elm. It's like, this is the only place you can find elm. It's really frustrating. Okay, so we will deposit. Can I just max that out? Looks like you can only max out at 5 mil in deposits. Okay, well that's something to learn too. You can only save 5 mil. Well, I hit Sevastopol. Maybe I can go from there up and back, or maybe we can just go straight here. Or did I go to Odessa already? I think I see the name. This is frustrating to me too. Like, I have been here. I don't know why the map is not clearing up. I don't know when that happens. But I think I have been to Odessa and Sevastopol. It's around. Yeah, because I don't see the name here. Okay. Well, let's try going to Sevastopol then. Maybe we can make it without incident. Got nothing. Juke the Hessians. Got wood. S rank. But yeah, like, see, 55,000 in business reputation. Oy. And then the friendliness requirement, too, has been a real problem. Fortunately for me, I have, at least, managed to raise it in quite a few, but one of them is an 80% in Spain. Let's see, I got a list here of people. So Newton, I would need a reputation of 80% in England anyway. Adventure rep 42,000. Which is quite a ways away. So yeah, even if I did manage to get the thing, if we needed the S-rank Newton to complete the game, or to continue the game, you know, I can't. And he's at 36 now. I mean, like, how much would I have to build him up? I cannot believe there's only one A-rank scholar, and he's not there. Like, of course he's not there. Of course he wouldn't be there, right? Just... Fuck, that infuriates me. Can we maybe sell this? We can, good. At least we get some money out of that. Okay, there's nothing here. I probably should have checked when I was back there. Okay. Back in Istanbul, I'm sure there's something I haven't unlocked yet. Pirates? Juke the pirates? Juke the pirates. It's all the same stuff. I could sell this, you know what? Oh wait, I have how many? Just in case. I mean, I can add those to other ships. I don't think there's anything up here, to be honest with you. I don't know why I'm getting frame jitter right now. Why has it been cut in half? Well, I hope, for my sake, there's an expiration point here. Trebzon is not in this game? Oh, there it is, okay. I was gonna say, I wonder if some cities unlock. Like, I can't believe St. Petersburg isn't in the game. That's weird. There's just a whole emptiness right up here for nothing. Unless St. Petersburg, no? I mean, unless maybe it's on, like, the other side, because this game has done that. It's relocated some of them to other locations. But, I mean... Cedar. Is Cedar... Yeah, Cedar's the most basic. It's the one I have the most of. Okay. Well, I wasn't sure, but I had to check anyway. You cannot buy those. Which is really, really frustrating. At least not in this area. Again, we might still be able to go down here. I guess I can go down to Casablanca. I won't make you suffer through that trip, so I'll just go buying and selling as I can. And we'll try and make it outside Gibraltar here. See if we can't make it to a different area, but once the pirate ships get too hard, I mean, it's over anyway. So, I will come back in a moment. Alright, so just buying and selling everything. It's been pretty profitable. Not focusing on anything in particular. Still easy enough to make money. So I guess we'll just go down the coast for as long as I can, just to see. And I don't know if it's worth, like, ducking into every tavern just in case that one guy I'm after is somewhere else, or what. Ships might also end up being a lot stronger down here. Oh, what is that? Iron, okay. I mean, this is kind of dangerous just because so far they've proven that there is not a settlement in every location that there is in Uncharted Waters. So my assumption that, oh, I'll just travel down the coast and there'll be something, might be wrong. Could have picked that up first. Actually, can we? We can go pick that up first. Red pine. Unfortunately, I think that's something you can still buy. So that's still not worth my while. Anything in particular, just buy it all. Tavern. Ocean Scholar, there's Copernicus. Soda Centers, you see some people arguing. Don't you think there are a lot of issues in the geocentric model? I can provide evidence to dispel any doubts you have. Any more questions? But your evidence is too vague when it comes to the key issues. What would you know? It's a qualitative question, and you make me provide a quantitative answer. You must be joking. You're trying to make excuses instead of providing proof. If you treat science with this kind of attitude, don't come back to study with me. You don't deserve it. You question the long-established geocentric model, and you're saying my scientific attitude is bad? Well, I say that I have a problem with your attitude. Are you looking for a fight? You want to fight? Your behavior is no better than a brute. What about it? Want to get beaten by a brute? Fight is about to break out. Hey, don't fight. We're all scholars here, says the guy with the gun. Calm down. Don't hold me back. If you don't back off, I'll show you what a real brute is. Fine, whatever. Don't let me see you again. Scholar A turns and leaves in a huff. They couldn't even just make a name for him. Hey, thank you. You're welcome. I was just listening to the argument. Must ask, are you Mr. Copernicus? I am, and you are? I'm Otis, an adventurer who is sailing the seas. In my travels I've heard of you and what a remarkable scholar you are. It so happens that we need a scholar to travel with us. Would you like to join us? Mr. Otis, thank you very much for your help just now. However, I'm sorry. I'm studying the geocentric theory and the heliocentric theory. I've studied many years and am finally close to a breakthrough, so I'm afraid I cannot leave with you. That's a pity. Then we won't bother you. I wish you success with your research. Mr. Otis, I have a request. Please say it. Well, I once heard the professor talk of a treasure called the turquoise amulet. He was very focused on finding the treasure, but he never could. I don't have many friends due to the nature of my research, and I'm too busy with research for much else. Since you are an adventurer, I wonder if you have heard of this treasure. Turquoise amulet, let me think. I can't remember, but I can keep my ears open for any information about it, and if there is, we'll look for it. Thank you very much, whether you're able to find it or not. Sure thing, and I admire scholars who have an inquisitive spirit like you. 38,000 reputation, so he would be easier to get than Newton. Venice, we're a lot further along with that than we are with England. Complete the side quest, the turquoise amulet. Effin knows where that is. I mean, you gonna tell me? Yeah, so it doesn't even tell me where that is. I have to go out on my own to discover it. Otis scans the room for Copernicus. He doesn't seem to be here. I shouldn't look for him now. I was hoping maybe I could get one of the rumor mill people to tell me. I don't even know what I'm here for. So, I mean... Wait a minute. Let's buy some stuff, I guess. We already did. Let's go to Cape Verde. Cedar, again, worthless. Nowhere to buy anything. It doesn't help me. They don't even have anything worth buying here to sell anyhow. Oh, what? Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Okay. So, and well, let's try it then. We seem to be stuck in Europe, so to go anywhere else, we're going to have to go out to the world map, which means that we do go now into, presumably, Africa. Let's take a trip. See what's different. Probably much tougher enemies. Oh, I might not even be able to sail here, who knows. Follow the coastline, please. Let's make sure we don't die out here. Eastern Africa. It's just a... Oh. But no. Okay, we broke through the barrier. We are in a different map. Yes, we are. Good. Sierra Leone, let's go. For a minute there, I was afraid that barrier was going to stop me. Okay. Even here, we can't buy all that stuff. Please, 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 please. Carpenter tool limit. This same shit. Tavern? Anything good? Warehouse keeper? Surgeon? See, another thing that could alleviate this problem is if you could have more than one scholar. I don't understand this. You have to have one guy who's enough. Like, you can have multiples of everybody else, but only one scholar. This whole issue would be gone if I could put a scholar on board every ship like I could everybody else. Because I would have been able to add together a bunch of D rankers, and they would have been enough to add up to this. Like, there's just so many decisions here that seem to purposely make it difficult to a degree that you just can't get anything done, and I don't understand it. And that was probably not what I wanted to do there. I really wish you hadn't done that. You know what? Fuck it, I got the money. We're just going to take the loss so that I can actually buy the good stuff. Because apparently the other stuff isn't selling down here anyway. So the odds of me making money off of it were nil. Okay, let's keep going. Gotta experiment, gotta find out. Alpha Pirates, okay, that was a very dangerous looking ship. Oi, oi, oi. Alter here, though, huh? Officers can be promoted twice. So they can go from, what, 40 to 60? But see, then again, it's just like, do you want to grind for a few days just to make that happen? And it's like, I shouldn't have to. Why are you making me do this? Why wasn't the guy available? Let me check something here, though, real quick. Walk through officer A rank? Oh, right, there's only one. So I guess it'd be S rank. Scholar, Beirut, Arguin, Luanda. That's still on our way down here, but I mean, again, that's just... It's an S rank. We're not going to be able to get it. What I'm really just looking for is to see if I can get materials. If that is indeed possible. And just out of nowhere, freaking pirates. Okay. Oh my god. Yeah, no, there's... Oh boy. Oh boy. Must have run into a spawn or something. Spawned on top of me. St. George. Go into fucking St. George? What are you doing? We can't even buy materials down here. And I just... black market? Damn you. Ghost flag, taunting flag, explosives, stimulants. I mean, again, it seems to be the same stuff. So, I am going to go out on a limb and suggest that there's nothing special down here. That you are locked into having to make discoveries to get the next things that you want. Let me check materials real quick, because I am curious. Let's see, Scandinavia, West Coast ruins, Nile River, Baltic, British, Northeast Atlantic, Galapagos, Southwest, Azuchi. Okay, so presumably then, all the materials you need to build boats are all within Europe then. That's what it looks like to me. Which means that you need to basically max out your fleet before you can leave anywhere else. And then you get all these shards for blueprints off of drops. Yeah, like just based upon this. Algiers? Oh. Oh, Arabia. I'm currently wearing Arabia, I think. So maybe that's better than that. Bullfighting corset is navy tights at London. What is the best damned armor you could get? Armor of Frederick? Alexander the Great from Garib pirate drops. Duel the King African battleship for Knights Templar drop. 5% probability. Yeah, see, nah, screw that. Okay, well, just based upon this then, unless this is just like a, here's your starter information, you're going to have to discover the rest of the game on your own. which wouldn't make a lot of sense, seeing how I saw some Asian stuff in there. Korean markets, Asian merchants, all that stuff. There doesn't appear to be any material around Africa. And in this game, unlike what they added into Uncharted Waters, there's no Suez Canal, which is not period appropriate anyway, but you have to go around Africa. So, like, you're doing all this for nothing. Yeah, you basically just have to grind here to get what you need. Which means there's no shortcutting down here to finally come back and get the thing. You gotta grind. And I'm not in the mood to do that, so, here ends the series. Unfortunate, really unfortunate. When I bought this game, I mean, really cheap. But even for that, to be locked in so early into the game, I mean, especially, like, you've got the whole damn map, right? Presumably you can go everywhere. And I assume that there's mission to it as well? Maybe not? It's really disappointing that there's nothing. And it's not like they'll ever add to the game either, because Uncharted Oceans 2 is available. It's only mobile. So maybe that did expand it or whatever. I don't remember offhand what the DLC, the dollar DLC for this game unlocked. I think it was some new ships and whatnot. But if the content is over once you're done in Europe, and you're just exploring and trading on your own beyond that, that's pretty lame. That is really disappointing. Really disappointing that they do that and then just abandon ship, no pun intended, and go to the sequel. Of course, I don't know that's to be true. Like, I would actually have to progress down the storyline to find out if you are sent around the world. But again, that's an impossibility right now. That would just take too much effort, grinding for no reason. Just a few tweaks could make this worthwhile. You know, like I said, making more than one scholar, making it so you can buy the materials you actually need, so you can build the ships that you actually need, so you can sail around and not die everywhere. Just, you know, open up the game. This is not a mobile game. Well, that's not true. This actually is a mobile game. This is just the PC port of that game. So maybe the mobile game had a lot of pay-to-win stuff, and that's why it was locked, so that you could actually, you know, spend real money to buy a pack or whatever, and that doesn't translate. That actually would make a lot of sense, why it's designed the way it is. But nonetheless, it's a lazy port if they didn't just open it up for the PC, but nobody ever does that when they port their mobile games, so what am I complaining about? Anyway, that's enough griping, I guess. Otherwise, you know, it's exactly what it looks like. It's a clone of Uncharted Waters. It's a sea trading game. It's got all the stuff in it. It looks nice. It's a little repetitive in the graphics, but otherwise, you know, it's not terrible to play. It's just there's a few things that make it sort of unplayable that will never be fixed, because, like I said, there's already the sequel out. They've abandoned this game, I'm sure. But anyway, that's it for now. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next Let's Play.